Hello everyone. Welcome to the YouTube channel of Chameli Devi Institute of Pharmacy Indore. So today I am here again with the topic biphasic liquid dosage form. So in this topic we will discuss the one of the important dosage form, that is emulsion. In this presentation we will discuss definition or introduction part of emulsion, type of emulsion or classification of emulsion, and the different identification test of emulsion. So what are the emulsions? So emulsion is a biphasic liquid preparation containing two immiscible liquid, one of which is dispersed as a small or minute globules into the other liquid. The liquid in which the globules are dispersed is called continuous phase or external phase, and the liquid which is covered into minute globules is called dispersed phase or internal phase. So emulsion is a biphasic liquid preparation containing two immiscible liquids or two immiscible phase. One is called internal phase, that is present in small globules, and another is called external phase or continuous phase, in which small globules are dispersed. Normally, two miscible liquids cannot be dispersed for a longer period of time, so an emulsifying agent is added to the system to form emulsion or stable emulsion. So the globule size in emulsion varies from 0.25 to 25 micrometer in diameter. Emulsion having large globules are called coarse emulsion, and the globule size below 5 micrometer are considered as fine emulsion. Now the type of emulsion or classification of emulsion. So the emulsions are two types. First is oil and water type emulsion or OW. Next is water in oil type emulsion, that is WO. So in oil in water emulsion, the oil is in dispersed phase as minute globules, whereas the water is in the continuous phase. The OW type of emulsion are preferred for internal use. The second type of emulsion, that is water in oil type of emulsion. So the water is present in the dispersed phase as minute globules, and the oil is in the continuous phase. The water in oil type of emulsion are mainly used externally as lotion and cream. The third type of emulsion is multiple emulsion. So multiple emulsions are complex system where both oil in water and water in oil emulsion exist simultaneously, which are stabilized by surfactant respectively. So these are two type of emulsion: water in oil in water, WOW, and oil in water in oil, OWO type of emulsion. These type of emulsion are used in sustained release or sustained drug delivery, controlled drug delivery, and sometimes used for drug immobilization. Now the identification test of emulsion. These tests are used to distinguish between OW emulsion or oil in water emulsion and water and oil emulsion. There are four types of tests. First is dilution test, dye test, conductivity test, and fluorescent test. So we will discuss firstly dilution test. So in this dilution test, the emulsion is diluted with water. In case the emulsion is oil in water emulsion, so we can dilute it with water, and the emulsion remain stable after its dilution. because water present in external phase or continuous phase. If WO emulsion, that is water in oil emulsion, is diluted with water, so emulsion breaks on its dilution because oil is present in external phase. But this WO type of emulsion, that is water in oil emulsion, we will dilute with oil, so the emulsion remain stable when diluted with oil. So we can differentiate the both type of emulsion by using dilution method. Now the second identification test of emulsion is conductivity test. So in this test we can check the conductivity of electricity in emulsion. So water is good conductor of electricity where oil is non-conductor. Therefore, continuous phase of water runs electricity. That means oil in water type of emulsion can run the electricity more than continuous phase of oil, which is WO type of emulsion. So the conductivity test can be performed by dipping a pair of electrode, which is shown in diagram, that is blue in color. There are two electrodes dipped in emulsion, that is OW type of emulsion, which means water present in external phase. These pair of electrodes are connected through a low voltage bulb in the emulsion. You can see the circuit in the diagram. So the bulb is glow in the oil in water type of emulsion because of water is present in continuous phase or external phase, which is good conductor of electricity. Similarly, this circuit is placed in WO type of emulsion, so bulb does not glow because oil is non-conductor of electricity. So we can check the emulsion by using this conductivity test. If the bulb glow on passing the electricity current, the emulsion is oil in water type of emulsion because water is in the external phase or continuous phase. In case the bulb does not glow, the emulsion is water in oil type because oil is in the continuous phase, that is non-conductor of electricity. The third test of identification of emulsion is fluorescent test. So certain fixed oil possess physical property of fluorescence in the presence of ultraviolet light or radiation. So on microscopic observation, the emulsion under the ultraviolet radiation, the whole field fluorescence indicate that oil is present in continuous phase because oil is fluorescing in the presence of ultraviolet radiation, while the droplets fluorescence, droplet means the oil is presence in internal phase, indicate that oil is present in disperse phase, that is OW type of emulsion. So on microscopic observation of emulsion under the ultraviolet radiation, if the whole field fluorescence indicate the oil present in continuous phase or external phase, if the droplet fluorescence, that indicate the oil present in internal phase or is as in minute globules. Now the next test is dye test, or also known as dye solubility test. So in this test, to identify the emulsion, we will use different type of dye. One is soluble in water and another is soluble in oil. When the emulsion is mixed with a water soluble dye such as amaranth and observed under the microscope, if the continuous phase appear red, then it means that the emulsion is oil in water type of emulsion, as water is in external phase. Because we have chosen water soluble dye, that is amaranth. You can see the diagram. oil in water type of emulsion. So the external phase is colored in red and the internal phase oil globules are dispersed. So the amaranth red dye is completely dissolved in external phase, that is in red color. Similarly, if the scattered globules appears red and the continuous phase is colorless, then it is water in oil type of emulsion, because water droplets are dispersed in oil phase. So water takes red color of amaranth and the internal phase shows red color and external phase, that is oil phase, is shows colorless. Thank you.